let's move on to like a different type of subtopic now, yeah? What's your opinion on people thinking that you can't really be successful? Let me just ask you two individually now, yeah? Do you think that you can be successful via working a 9 to 5 full time?
Yeah.
Of course.
Elaborate. I want to know why you think yes. What components do you think of working a 9 to 5 which will lead you to be successful? Because I feel like if we ask our parents' generation, they'll be like, go to uni, get a full-time job, work hard, you'll be calm. But I feel like some people our age, not saying us now, but other people believe that, let me go into business or let me go into crypto because if I go to get a full-time job, I'm not going to make it or I'm not going to be a millionaire.
Think about this, yeah? I feel like you can be successful, but if you're trying to like do the wealth thing, I feel like it's very hard to be wealthy.
But see, that's the thing. What is success though? It's different to everyone. It's so different.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that as well.
Alright, cool. Let's just get a clean answer of what success is. Let's try agree on it, and then we'll see if we can achieve that from working.
Ooh, I like where you're going. This. My definition of success is time freedom.
Yeah,
and I'll elaborate on that because you have. He's like, you're there, but you're not.
if you're working full time, where's the time freedom?
No, I know. I'm just saying, forget that the answer to this question. I'm saying my definition of success. I'm looking here. Yeah, my specific definition of success is having time freedom that you get from money because I don't need to do A, B, and C in order to have this freedom. Does that make sense?
But that means from what you're saying then, bro,
you can't be
successful from working. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Because
you have to work.
But then again, it depends. Like I feel like it all depends on the industry you go into. Because say if I was like a salesman and I get paid like a basic salary and I get paid on commission, I could still be very successful and like as long as I sell 1-2 things here, or like if I worked in real estate, for example, and property, and I make like a big check per sale, really and truly I'm building up my wealth there. So then I can take 3 months off work because I'm just banking on what I've made previously. Do you know what I mean?
So that's what my point was. Like, you can work, there's no problem with working, but you're not going to get wealthy just from working. You need to put your money to work. Like, you need to get some assets, whether it's a house or start your own business that can start making you some money. I feel like it's hard to be wealthy just from working. You got to put your money into other things to.
It's hard, but it's possible.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Go on.
But I just think it really depends on the industry that you're in. It depends on what you're doing. Because it just depends what you think success is. For a lot of people, success is just like house and a car, being able to provide for their family, paying their mortgage off.
Everyone's success is different, or everyone's definition of
so
success.
So it's like there's some people, I know they think they're successful because of the things that they have, but I might not think that they're successful. Does that make sense?
Everyone's got their own.
Yeah. To add on to my point as well, I also feel like my definition of success, as much as it is by attaining time freedom, I also feel like it's being fulfilled in your purpose. Because I feel like we said at the start, so many people are just working in a job that doesn't really fulfill them. Do you know what I mean? Like if you do something and it makes you happy, to me, that is a form of success. Success to me is not having 100 M's right here on the table. Success could just be me working and getting up every day, but it's doing something that genuinely makes my soul happy. Do you know what I mean?
My idea of success, career-wise, is not exchanging my time for money. Like, there's different types of success, but I'm talking about career-wise. My idea of it is I don't have to give you my time to make money. Do you get me? So if I'm able to do that, then I'm successul career-wise. Do you get me? So that's my idea. That's why I don't really like the working thing, because I'm giving you my time for money.
That's true.
But time's the most valuable thing.
Literally, and you can't really capitalize off that. Do you know what I mean?
You can't get back time.
And there's a quote, and it was like, don't quote me on. It's a quote, but I don't know it word for word. Basically, that's the word. And it was basically saying that you cannot outwork money, but your money can outwork you, and it's true. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, like you said, literally, you can work 8 hours and say you get paid £20 an hour, you're getting paid each hour £20. But say if you was able to invest your money, you could be making 5, 10, 15 times that per hour. Do you know what I mean? Your money's working faster than you are. And I
feel like it's just getting exposed to the right people, because like I've seen people online, they're making £5,000 a month, £5,000 an hour. Do you get me? Through like, it could be personal training or something,
or selling a course or something.
So what makes their time more valuable than mine? Do you get me? Like, why are they getting paid 5k an hour and I'm getting paid 20?
And it's like passive income as well. Like, you could be selling, you could put something out there that just sells while you're sleeping. Do you get it?
That's the goal, man. Like, literally backing up the point, your money will always work harder than you. Do you know what I mean? But to flip it on its head, the whole 9 to 5 versus entrepreneurship thing, one thing I must say, which could be seen as like an adversity of working a 9 to 5, just being real, is that when people hire you, what I've kind of noticed as I've gotten older, your manager will always, not your manager, but I feel like jobs in general will pay you enough just to keep working there and be an employer. Do you know what I mean? They'll pay you enough so that you're not broke, but they won't pay you enough to the point where you think that you could maybe excel. And do you know what I mean?
That's that rat race.
Literally.
That's that, like, you know, when they hold the carrot in front of your face.
Yeah, and
you
you're
get
just
me?
there.
But you're running for the carrot, but the carrot keeps moving.
Yeah, literally, man.
Do you get me?
But then also look at it this way, like, what's your guys' opinions on like chasing money? I'm just full stop that there. Take it where you will.
Chasing money
through like, let me elaborate. Chasing money through like 9 to 5 and entrepreneurship, because one thing I think is that if your sole goal is to chase money, you will always be chasing money, because you can get 100 million right now and you could say, oh, I wanted 101. Do you know what I mean? So it's a never-ending cycle. When is there going to be a time when you're like, okay, I feel fulfilled, that this is enough? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's gone.
I think chasing, especially in business, if you're chasing money, your business ain't gonna last for too long, because money can only motivate you so far. Do you get me? Eventually, it has to be something bigger than money, in my opinion. Do you get me? So I feel like it can't just be money.
I agree. I feel like I was thinking about this week. I don't know why. I feel like I don't think about money enough. Like, how money doesn't motivate me as much as it motivates other people. And I think, we were talking about at work, because obviously I'm training to be bar manager. I'm going to get paid more. But I didn't, like, that's not why I'm doing it. Does that make sense? Like, I was happy on my salary, like, it was fine.
Do you reckon that's a good
that's
thing
interesting,
or a bad
man.
thing, though?
That's what I was thinking this week, because obviously it's a good thing. So I know that whatever I'm doing it because I enjoy it, because it makes me happy, innit? But then also it's like, I gotta be realistic in it. Like, obviously, like, we're getting older now. Like, I need to start thinking about my future and investments and stuff like that. So it's like, I do need to start thinking about money more. As much as I probably don't want to, I have to. Does that make sense? But
That's
everything
powerful,
in life
man.
is about balance. Like, literally everything is just about balance. Like, you don't want to think about it too much to the point that that's what makes you get out of bed every morning. But it's like, you need to think about it at the same time. So
that's interesting still.
About just chasing money.
I feel like growing up, I've always been one of them type of people who will just chase money, because I feel like, I don't know, I chase money, but not because I want to chase money. I chase money because money gives you freedom. Do you know what I mean? And really and truly, what I'm chasing is the freedom, but money is a tool which will enable me to get to the time freedom. That's just like I said previously about how success in my eyes is having time freedom. Money will allow me to have time freedom, if that makes sense.
And that's like the same thing. Do you reckon money buys you happiness?
No. Do you know what I think?
Go on.
I think money can't buy you happiness, but money can buy your happiness.
What do you mean?
what?
Oh, damn. Tay's looking at me like, is
I was
that?
gonna rock you.
He's like, yeah. No. Do you know what it is? Yeah, this, I'll elaborate. So, like, money can't make me happy, because if you're chasing money, like we just agreed before, there will never be enough money to make me happy if that's my aim, But money can buy my happy. If things that make me happy, such as, I don't know, buying my mum a house, if that makes me happy, the only thing that's going to get to that happy is money, which is here. Money is a tool. I see money as a tool. Yeah, maybe I didn't articulate myself very well, but
you did
that's
still,
what I mean.
I'm with you still. But the same thing was talking about freedom. Freedom's like the happiness. Do you get me? Money buys you freedom. Freedom gets you happiness. So in a way, kind of money does buy you happiness, because money buys you freedom. Do you get me?
What do you think?
I don't know. I just feel like it's like what you've been saying. Everything is about mindset, innit? So it's like, you're only going to be happy when you decide to be happy. Money or no money, like even though there's things, obviously there's like material things that are gonna, like, I don't know how to explain it, but even though we're saying that, let me not touch the table. Even though you're saying, even though money is a tool to get you things that might make you happy, even those things that might make you happy is still a tool. Do you get it? So like okay, let's use the money to buy mum a house as an example. The money is a tool to get your mum that house. That tool is a house. That house is a tool to make you happy. And really, you could cut all that out and just decide
just
to
be happy. I can't lie, I rock with that still, because I feel like, and it even comes down to, like, even deeper than that. You can't look for external things to bring you internal happiness. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like if that's, as long as that's your goal, you will never truly be happy. So maybe you did make me kind of change my opinion or change my perspective, because it's true. What do you think?
I agree. What's internal happiness though? Like,
internal happiness is this. Internal happiness is you being happy for you. You could have no trendsetter, no friends, no fresh trim, no car, no nothing, no bank, nothing, and still be happy. That's what I mean. Like, look at people.
It's just like peace of mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, no matter what's going on around you, you're good. I feel like that's what it is.
It's true, you know, 'cause I just deeped it. Like, there's people, like when I went Grenada, that's where I'm from, I went Grenada. There's people that don't have nothing.
That's what I was
They're walking down the road, barefoot, but they're happy, they're smiling.
Now what with a shetty pan road, they're just happy and
that goes to show that you don't need all this stuff to be happy. Do you get me?
Yeah, man.
But you say we're exposed to it and we see it. It's like, we need to get that.
Yeah.
But because they haven't really seen it.
But like, okay, I was about to touch the table again. But it's like we see things and we think they're gonna make us happy, but it's just because we don't have it yet. Because if we grew up with that, it's like, are we actually like we would still be questioning our happiness? Do you get it? But it's very easy to question something that you don't have. Question how it's gonna make you feel when you don't have it.
Damn,
that's like with driving. You see, I know you're the same. I know you're the same with driving. Like, you're itching to drive, itching to drive. You get your car now, your gas for a month,
and you're like, "Bro, this it."
You're like, "Bro, petrol's this much money."
You know what I mean?
Do you get me? So you're happy, like you're happy until you get it, and then after you get it, it's like.
Nah, I can't lie, that's facts.
What's the next thing?
And I agree with your point because it all comes down to that. Like, you need to just be happy for yourself. You need to be happy internally. External things, whether that's money or certain materialistic items, shouldn't be determining whether you're happy or not. Do you know what I mean? You should just be happy because, like you said to me, you want to be happy. Do you know what I mean?
Like, happiness is... Go on, sir.
Those things can be taken away from you at any moment.
Yeah, it's true. Like, so that means your happiness can get taken away.
Exactly. So that's why it's got to be internal. It's got to come from you because you're the only person you've got for life. Do you get it? Yeah.
But you guys are kind of saying that happiness is... Do you think happiness is a choice?
Yeah. I do.
Because it's not... I swear down, it's not easy to wake up in the morning and say, I'm happy today.
No, of course.
It's not. I feel like it's something you have to learn. Right. Like, it doesn't just happen overnight. It's something that you have to work on. You got to work on, like, your gratitude. You got to work on appreciating what you have. Do you get it? I think it's definitely... Happiness is a destination. I don't think it's something you just wake up and you're there.
Yeah.
Strong.
I feel like to add on to that, I literally was going to say the same thing. I believe that happiness is a choice as much as it is a journey. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to wake up and be like, I'm the happiest man on earth, but you can take the necessary steps in order to get, maybe not that's a bit of a stretch, but to get to your own certain perception of happiness. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like everything starts within. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just have to make a choice to make a change.
Yeah, no, I'm with you still.
That's what I think, boy.
I'm with you fully.
But then let's move on, So like moving away from like the 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship thing, like what's you guys' opinions on gratitude? Like, so we're all talking about like doing things internally and not relying on external things, but like, do you guys, just a random one, do you guys practice gratitude? Like,
on the spiritual one, on the spiritual one. Yeah. Like, I feel like gratitude, unless you show gratitude, you're not gonna get anything more. Do you get what I mean? Like, I feel like we call it universe, God. It could be other people watching. It could be anyone. Do you get me? Like, but until you show that you appreciate what you have, I feel like it's hard for you to get anything more. Do you get me?
I agree.
Yeah, you agree? What about you?
Elaborate. Like, before. Cool. Me.
I said, he's ready.
I feel like I agree 100% with what you said, because I feel like gratitude, you must give thanks. Just simply put. Do you know what I mean? You can't. I feel like in order for you to attain and achieve other things that you don't already have now, you need to be grateful for what you do have. You know what I mean? Like, in order for you to, let's use the example of driving, in order for you to be in a position where you are going to be driving, you need to appreciate when you're walking. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise that's not really going to manifest into physical light. That's what I believe.
I'm with you. What about you though?
I agree.
Yeah.
I try to practice it as much as possible. Like, even when things go wrong, I'm still just like, thank you, because like, there are certain things that are blessing in disguise, innit? Like, today was such a shit day. Like, bare things went wrong today, but I'm grateful for it, do you get it? Because everything for a reason. And I know that, like, you know them times where you just feel like shit and you just feel like, you know it's not going to last, innit? You're going to get out of it at some point. So even them moments I've learned to be grateful for.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I feel like when you go through a negative situation, it's important to try to find at least one positive from it. Do you get me? Because definitely one day you just got to look for it.
Nah, literally. And also adding on to that as well, I read a quote the other day and it was like, 5 years ago, you was wishing to be in the exact same position in which you are today. Be grateful. Literally, full stop, be grateful. And it's true, because I feel like when you're just going through life on a day-to-day journey trying to achieve all these things, because everyone is their main character. Does that make sense? To me, you're the main character of your life. You're the main character of your world, and same as me, so you're not really seeing or appreciating how far you've come. You might have went from level 1 to level 12, and in your head you've only gone to level 3. Do you know what I mean? Because it's you. But when sometimes you take a step back and be like, like when we're having that discussion about 2020 being the worst year, and I've really come a long way. Do you know what I mean? I've really got to show some gratitude for how far I've come. Yeah, I may not be at level 10, but the fact that I was even to go from level 1 to level 2, I should be grateful for. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I've done recently? Like, I was going through like a mad space, so I was sitting down just thinking about it, and then I kind of like, it's mad, but this is what my mind done. I zoomed out, so I was here and I just zoomed out to the whole world, and I thought, right, there's probably billions of people going through mad situations, so why am I sitting here like I'm this important? Do you get me? Like the world is massive, bro. It's not even just this country, bro. There's people in Barbados, Trinidad, China, rare going through mad problems. You get me?
Literally.
So.
And I also read another quote, like just a quote, man. You know me, listen, I'm a bookworm, but it was even saying like, at the end of the day, there's always gonna be someone in your who's in the same position as you with less things than you who made it work. So why can't you? And it's true, innit? Like at the end of the day, like you want to go from A to B. There's someone who's in A right now with nothing, and you're complaining because you have one less thing than you ideally want. Do you know what I mean? Like, you gotta make, if you really want to, like we already said, it all comes back down to mindset. If you really want to make it happen, it will happen.
I agree.
But I got another question as well. You said that point about like how you sat down and like you just zoomed out and imagined like the whole world. Do you guys know what astral projection is? I'm going deep today.
Oh yeah, it's when you like your soul leaves your body and you travel around. That's why.
So astral projection is like, as far as I know, if you're watching this, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like when you're meditating, you can astral project, which is where you're sitting down. So say if I was to meditate right now on this table, I'm sitting down, and as I'm imagining it in my head, I'm like seeing myself from outside of my body, literally seeing myself from a third person view. So like I would see myself from like this ceiling now, and I would look down at myself. That's astral projection. I just mentioned it because you mentioned about like sitting back and like seeing the world.
How big it is.
Yeah, man.
So do you practice that? Or do you try to?
I tried to. Realistically, the answer is no. Like I did last year quite a lot. So like I told you again, had my spiritual awakening or whatever. I was meditating every day. Like I used to be proper in it. Like going into the garden, sitting by a tree and meditating for 10 minutes every day, like proper in it. So like at that time when I was like at my peak, like at my most spiritual point in my life, yes, I was astral projection. I've actually done it or experienced it a few times. Like I literally sit down and then I'm in my head thinking and like manifesting all the stuff that I want, and before you know it, I can see myself from like my ceiling in my yard. It's mad. Like it's probably, the power of the mind is crazy. Like it's just scary, but yeah, man, I have definitely done it. I feel like you should try it.
How do you try that though, bro?
Like, takes practice though, like.
Because
I'm not the best at meditating. Like, I get so distracted. But if I do it consistently for a few weeks, then.
But I feel like people think meditating is sitting down and going. It's not that. It's not meditating is sitting down to yourself when it's quiet. You're just thinking. Do you get me? That's how I feel like. I don't feel like that's meditating. Like you need to be comfortable. You could be meditating if you feel like your car is the safest place for you. You can sit down in your car and meditate. Do you get me?
Nah, literally. Like I would say when I was meditating last year, I feel like environment is key. So like say if you're on a tube, there's no point really meditating in like bare loud, bare noise, tear. But it's all about literally that blocking out the noise. So like I said last year, I would go into my garden, I'd wake up at like I used to have a mad routine when I was on my entrepreneurial type of time and with my web design business. I'd wake up in the morning, go outside, sit literally like in front of a tree, barefoot, like some proper things, you know what I mean? And then I would just literally sit there in silence and meditate and like just think about my future, like manifest my future, like think about how badly I want it, clear my mind, and then you just get a real sense of clarity and that. So
I've tried meditating a lot of times, but it's like my mind's always racing, bro. So man can be sitting there, I'm closing my eyes, whatever, but I'm thinking about what am I eating today? Do you get me? Like, do you get me? Like I find it hard to just
I have to like take deep breaths and focus on my breathing. That's the only way I can focus.
Like literally, that's what I did as well. Like you sit down. I like to, when I'll be meditating, sit down on the floor, cross my legs, and I have my hands like that because it's like you're showing gratitude. You know what I mean? And like with this pose, it's almost like you're asking the universe to give you more things because you're showing that you're grateful for the things you already do have. So like I would literally sit down and just count my breath, like this deep breath in for 5, out for 5, and counting. And before you know, all your thoughts about like, oh, what am I eating? Or did I lock the car? Or is the window open? Just all slowly goes out. But it's about how much do you want it. Like if you really want to meditate and do it right, you will. But you just have to be strong-minded, because it's all about distractions. Literally, like you thinking about what you said before is a distraction. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, fully. I'm gonna try to let you not know how it goes.
Nice, you do it, man. I feel like I don't know, the power of your mind. I feel like people don't really give themselves enough credit for, like, as we touched in this last episode, like how powerful the mind really is. Do you know what I mean? Like you can literally manifest what I believe anything that you want, as long as the manifestation is strong enough and you want it that badly.
You see, when I first started learning about like the law of attraction and stuff, I can remember it was mad. I saw a video, I watched it and I said, no, like, I'm woke now, do you get me? Like, I'm woke, like, I'm different, I'm a different human being, innit? And I remember, like, and I swear down, I'm not capping, I swear, this is how I knew that it was real, this is how I knew it was real, because in the video it's saying, cool, write down 10 things that you want and just say it repeatedly, like, 2-3 times a day, innit? So I'm doing that for like a week, and I remember one of them was that I'm gonna find an unexpected amount of money. Mad, cool. I must have stepped out to play football with my brother. More time I don't play with him because I don't like football. I'm outside and I see a £20 there on the floor. I'm saying, yo, what's going on? What's going on? Do you get me? But yeah, that's all that. I don't know, it might have been a coincidence, but that was just me saying, wow, this
I don't believe in coincidence.
I was going to say that. Do you not? Elaborate, I want to know.
I just don't believe in them. Like, I'm just such a big believer. Literally, everything happens for a reason. Everything has a reason, has a purpose. Like, nothing happens by mistake.
Yeah.
Like, you know, God's plan is real. Like, it's nothing happens by mistake.